Hello everybody, welcome back. And welcome back to the Beetlejuice house. I've been playing with blocks and toys and little plants. This is where we are right this very minute. It's going to take a bit more time. Unfortunately this weekend my geezer decided to pack up, so that was fun. We had to get people out to come and sort it out and all the rest of it. So I didn't have as much time as I thought I would. But we do have the city map, well, the town map, a couple of photos of around town or whatever. And this is the nod to the movie. I got it off Unsplash. And that is a website that you can download free images. So thank you Unsplash for this. And it's just got a couple of different movies on it. But I thought that on the wall in the attic would actually be perfect. And as I say, I'm building little houses. I've got little blocks. I've got all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be trying to place here. But yeah, so we have a few odds and ends, and then if we come over here you will see that the door still opens. We can get through it, and I think the bricks didn't work out too badly. I tried to sort of vary the shade of them so it doesn't quite tone with the wall, but you get the general gist of what I'm trying to do here, and I think it looks pretty dang good. And then of course the whole upstairs, I also took the majority of the curtains off this because I thought it was really ugly eventually. So that's what it looks like right now, and it appeals to my heart a lot better. I have a cushion there because we're using pillows to make the hill here, and I think that looks okay. We're never going to be able to build miniature hills because, I mean, that's pushing it with this game. But the picture frames look good. I also took a bit of time out to find some, again from Unsplash, a couple of wedding photos. And yes, it's not quite what we're looking for, but I also didn't want to put recognizable wedding photos onto the build. But again, Unsplash, thank you. And there's a few other things that they are on the mantle. I'm just trying to remember art and music. So there's a pair of scissors, and there's a couple of sewing threads. Let's keep that and then just go a little bit darker here and put a couple of, come on, you do know you want to sit there. Can I lie you down? No, you don't want to lie down. Let's make you then. There we go. A couple of balls of thread on the mantle, and I think that's looking good with our interesting bed. I'd like to put, there are a lot of landscape portraits around the house. I think I want to put a nice picture there, and in keeping, let's do the, should we go gold? I think bronze will be fine. And something country, landscape, Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Or that. Or that. Let's do this one. I think that'll look nice in the room. I like it. Okay. And then a couple of odds and ends would probably be a good thing here. Because of the scissors and the spools of thread, I'm thinking maybe sort of consider these some fabric. That makes sense to you, to me, to us. And we can maybe put in, let's see, maybe a nice pretty peachy color. So it's like some fabric that's stacked up here. And how about a mint green? I think that'll work. The sewing machine is downstairs in the basement. And I'm just wondering what else. You see, we don't have a little... We've got all these goodies. We've got scissors and pins and all the rest, but we don't have a little basket that you can put all of them in. So it's like a sewing basket. So we're gonna have to find maybe a handbag. These handbags are huge, but maybe just a small, something like that. This is like a wallet that you can actually keep all your sewing stuff in. That will work. And I'm going to say, let's go for a suede because that looks more like fabric. And maybe flowers. There we go. That looks good. Nice bright colors there. And they can pop in there. So you know you've got your needles and cotton and whatever. And then perhaps here, I really like this cotton bud box. It's so ornate that it appeals to me. Maybe we should put a couple of these in here. Will this one fit? Yes. There we go. It is quite a messy house because they're doing a lot of work in the house. I think that's pretty good. And then, of course, this room, which is awesome, and which I want to continue today. I have no clue how we are going to make the dressing table, but it's the color of the chest and it's going to stand over here. So let me find my picture. It's literally, I think I have 52 pages of things. So this has got to be fun. Alright. So I think let's start with a very simple, maybe a desk. It's obviously got to have that older feel. So maybe something like this. Because it's fairly hidden by the drapery. Let's take this and see if it'll fit there nicely. Okay, that will work. And let's copy that onto that. And then we need that one. No. And then we need a tall mirror. Now, the one thing I've learned that I've been complaining about bitterly is that we don't have any unframed mirrors. And look what I found. Been there all along. The only problem is it doesn't really reflect anything like all the other mirrors, which is irritating. But if it's tall, it has no frame on it, and I think it'll work. So there is that. Now the other thing we need, and I'm doing this bit by bit, is a stool. Chairs, stools. It's I'm going to go for something like that. Maybe. The only problem is it only comes in one color. But I think that will work. The next thing we need to do is figure out the light. Now, from the image that I've got, we have a central point behind the bed. Now, for this, I'm going to move the bed. In fact, I'm going to move the bed out as far as I can. It's not going to go there, is it? It will go there. Awesome. And you'll see I missed a spot here. Why would I do that? Oh, it did go that far. Why is it? Ah, it's that one. I've got double, triple, quadruple, all kinds of stuff around here. Okay, now I put 2 lights and now I realize I do need 3 lights and they are all black. So let's change these and we are going to go black with everything. Okay. And the temperature is let's do 50. Otherwise these lights are going to be totally overwhelming as we work with them. Okay. Now the one thing we are going to need is a pipe. And we all know that the brooms and all that sort of stuff aren't really very thick. Now the one suggestion excuse me, for the basement was a pool cue, and the pool cues also aren't very thick. But let's have a look at them. I'm literally going to do all black everything. You see, it's not super thick, but we can maybe use it to support the lights themselves. Okay, so there's that. But we need a thicker Let's see here. A little bit thicker. I'm not spending my time taking something and adding 52 layers to it, but that might work. Okay, let's go matte black. See, they're all very much of a thickness, which is unfortunate. The only other thing I can think of is to use the block. We haven't got anything in here that's long enough. Okay. We have a single part. Don't think that's very big. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just laying it all out on laying it all out on the floor. And then we're going to have to decide. This pipe is too big. Actually, maybe not. Will you stand? Will you? Can I? Yes, I can. That might work. Okay. Let us try this little thing. I haven't played with this pipe before. I need to clearly spend a bit of more time with it. Alright, and we're going to have to place it so that we don't have to move it. So therefore, it's huge. And then of course we've got the floor transition slip, which is my other best friend. So we have all of these. So we can't use the broom for the light because it's got a brush at the end of it. We can't use the cane. Maybe we could. And then we have the pool cue. So these are our lighting tools. So let's start. We've got 3. And one of them, I'm putting my... Oh, I had my light on. Okay, so one of them is going to face that direction. One of them is going to face in that direction. And this one is going to face in our direction. So, should we put them on? I think so, because that's going to be a lot easier. Now we just got to connect them. Eeny, meeny, let's use you, shall we? these. Okay, so we can use them. They don't quite do what I want them to do, but you know what, it is what it is. We can only use what we have. So take the snapping off shortly. I just want to see if we can get the bases done. Alright, then the other one is exactly the same sort of place. But where are we going? We're going that. Oh, need that. I'm going to take snapping off shortly because this is just going to irritate me. Okay. All right. Let's take the snapping off and make this look better. So this light, unfortunately, is going to have to live with the end here, but that's okay. We'll cross it over the pool cue and use that as the beginning. So that's that one. This one needs to be a little bit, where are we going? That way. I think so. And then this one is going to be there. And yes, I'm not going to inflict the actual setting up of the whole thing on you, because I wouldn't do that to you. But this is basically what we will ultimately end up. So there's that. I'll make it pretty for you guys. And then, come on, good, thank you. And then for this, I am not going to try and make it perfect, because there is just no way we're going to get the exact feeling of the dresser, because it's fabric. But I think what I'm going to try and do is use I don't think we can use fabric on this. We don't have the option. So I think we have it on this. Let's try this. Oh, I'm thinking if we go for either a suede or a poplin, maybe suede, and in this yellow. Is it that color? I think so. Yes, it is. We're going to pretend that this is fabric. What I fully intend to do is literally like that. We will have different lengths of this and it will be beautiful. So we need a whole bunch of these. Now the one side, it appears, is slightly longer than the other. So we are going to again, I'm not going to inflict this torture on you, but this is the basic concept that we will have. Instead of using the curtains, I'm going to use this. Just to give that feeling that there's a bit of movement. Just gotta get it. So it will drape, and I say drape in the nicest possible way. I'm going to try and use the curtain for the top, and it will be this one, and we're going to stay with suede. The details, I'm going to go for the color of the wall, which is going to be fun because it's like that maroon, maybe that. And where do you want to go? Let's see. Can I copy that onto that? No, I can't. Damn it. That's pretty dang close. Alright. Oops, I dropped it. Fine, open. So that will work for the sides. Of the mirror. And yes, that is not the right color. So there go, it's the that one. Okay, open to the other side. It will do. Now there's a drape across the top here which we are not in any time, shape or form going to get. But I think I want to try, seeing as this is working here, let's okay, we're going to have to shorten it a smidgen. There we go. As if we stick that in the floor, that will work a little bit. What do you say? So, very rigid as opposed to what I'd like to do, but there is no ways we're going to be able to drape fabric in this game. But it's better than nothing. I think so. Now, if anybody can identify the stuff that is on the top of both the dress, obviously we have a notebook that she's writing in, but a lot of the stuff is not that clear. So if anybody can find or give me an idea of which objects I should use, I would appreciate it. So maybe just give me names of what you suggest that I can type in here. I think there are candles, and I think they might be small ones. For example, here on the dresser. But I can't be 100% sure what else. I also know that there is a book, and I'm guessing it would be a very dark book, which we have no control over. They won't give us control over the color of the book. So I'm going to probably go with the purple one, and it will be open. And we will have a pen. Not quite, but if we make it plain black, it won't be bad. But what else do we put on the dresser? What else do we, the dressing table? What else do we put on the chest? And in the meantime, I'll come and make these lights look better. And put something across there so it's framed. And I'm thinking you can see the skirt is not touching not touching the dresser yet, so obviously it needs to be adjusted, and I think I'm going to put some on the edge here as well. And then the next step will be the office. Now the office, as everybody knows, sorry, I'm changing to the office pictures, is packed with books, and there are a lot of bird pictures and things like that. And those, I haven't quite got them all together yet. How is it that I always lose my place in the pictures? Come on. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Okay, we have established that the walls in the office are this beautiful color. Might even be a darker color than that, but we'll start with this sort of mustard brown, which is beautiful. Mustard brown, mustard yellow, mustard whatever. And yes, because we had to shoehorn this room, the window is a little sort of right in the corner, but that'll be okay. And on the window are the most beautiful, well, are curtains. And they are actually, not my favorite curtains in the world. They're sort of like green, but it says open, and I click no and they open, and I click yes and they closed. That's weird. Alright, sorry. Going back to the curtains. They are this sort of this color. And they're not going to fit. So let's get individual ones, shall we? Burlap in that beautiful green, and I'm going for bronze. Yep, I'd say that's the color. What can I say? Okay. Let's move the curtain in. And they are not floor length curtains, so I am going to do that and then line that up. And then we're going to make them shorter. There are very few sort of full floor length curtains around from what I can see, so let's resize them, shall we? Awesome. Now I looked at this desk and I think this desk will be good. I just threw a whole bunch of stuff in here because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do in this whole top floor. Let's do that. Now it appears that the desk is pretty much the sort of these, maybe the walnut or the red beech. Actually, I think the red beech is good. I'm just going to give it black handles. I think that's a good desk. Now the chair, the only leather chair we really have is this one. But let's just have a look. Maybe we've got a small two-seater. Not really, hey. Let's keep this one. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Go with the walnut, leather, I think the darker leather looks good. I think that's going to have to do. Now, as you come in, the sofa is on this side, if I can remember correctly. I'm looking at my pictures. Will that block the door? No, it won't. And then there's just shelves from here to there and back again, and a very basic chair. It isn't an office chair so much as a regular dining chair. Maybe something like that. Not quite, but it will do. Okay. We do have a lot of stuff on the desk, and we do have a sort of desk lamp like this, and it is black and shiny. A little bit taller, but what can we do? And then somehow or other we are going to have to try and shoehorn a bunch of shelves in here. I also want to paint the ceiling this color. There we go. And then obviously put all the fancy stuff, you know, this stuff. I think I'm going to go for the walnut as well. I want to make it bigger, please. Oh, let's just copy this, shall we? And I'm not going to put it all the way around the base of the room. I'm literally going to do that because otherwise it's probably just going to get in the way of the shelves and everything. But it sort of gives it that feel of skirting, crown molding, and all the bits. Now we just need to find some shelves, and they are basic, very basic shelves. I'm looking at this shelf and saying, this is pretty much it. Now, that is a little high. we go medium, we don't have shelves as much as the bookcases, which we can get away with. It would be this one, but I don't know how high it is. We'll look at this one. That actually might be better. Let's stick this one over here for now. That one actually looks pretty dang good. The desk, because it has got stuff on top of it. I'm going to snap to grid and get a couple of these. Is an L. And then we can always put a panel at the bottom there if it doesn't look right. But I think that's pretty good. There is another shelf on this side, but we just don't have the space. The window's in the way. But you know what? We can wing it. I think I'm going to use this on this side. Because if you look at the office, it's literally just stuffed full of all kinds of goodies. And then of course above the sofa is lots of pictures of birds. Actually, there's filing cabinets in here as well. Do we have filing cabinets? I hope we have filing cabinets. Because when we go down to the netherworld, filing? No. Juno's office has filing cabinets. Medium storage. Why did I assume that we had filing cabinets? Surely we do. Because we have to have filing cabinets in our office stuffed, absolutely stuffed with papers. Oh boy. I don't want to build a filing cabinet. Or a bunch of filing cabinets. Dang. It would be metal. Can we do you in metal? No, but can we do you in plastic? Looks too pretty to be a filing cabinet. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll look and see how we're gonna do this. But yes, so above here, I'm actually gonna bring it in slightly, and then let's see if we can fit. No, not big enough. Can I fit one of you? Yes, you'll fit in the doorway, which is awesome. Okay. And then lots and lots of birds. I don't think I have any bird pictures. Let's have a look. And let's start with this frame. And I'm going to go there, and we can sit and chat until such time as we the computer decides to find my images. I actually need to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pictures of birds. So that's going to be fun. I've got flowers, I've got clock faces. I'll put another face on the grandfather clock. I'll put that face on. Downstairs I'll show you. There's the map for the village. Actually, I didn't take the map off Unsplash. I took it off another website. I must remember which one it was and let you know. I'm sure I had a picture of a bird, at least one of them. This is all from the island. There's the town from above. Nope. Okay, we need to find some pictures of birds. But in the meantime, we can start sticking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books in here. I wish we had packs of books. I mean, that would be my ultimate happiness. Because, so, it looks like encyclopedias. I don't know if anybody remembers the day of some encyclopedias where you got your whole, you went and you bought like a bazillion books that you could read that were full of all the knowledge of the world because the libraries weren't close enough. Okay. Will you fit in there? You're too big. Will you fit in there? Yes, you'll fit in there. And I hate stacking the books in because they never go in straight. Because I try so hard. And I still can't get them all in the right neatly. This book is the same color as the shelf. Can you see that? That will do for one. And let's go black. I want to go gold. I think that would look pretty good. Not really gold, is it? But it's okay. This is the Encyclopedia of the World. A to, I don't know, E. And then F to K. And so on and so forth. Okay, this is a nice size, so let's keep going. Don't want red, let's go maroon. And like a dark green. Ooh, why did I do that? Don't ask me. I pushed Z instead of V. This is, I don't know, Birds of the World, Africa edition. Come on. Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'll just put that one back that I deleted. What do you say? Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. How about a dark grey and navy-ish? Obviously there are shelves where the books are lying at an angle, but there are more shelves where the books are all neatly lined up. And I will make you fit. Awesome. Now there are also little things in some of the shelves. There's like, I don't know, what would you call them? Oh, these filing cabinets. It's like those little tiny card filing cabinets. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to make a plan there. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through, and then there's like the yellow National Geographics that are on top. Okay, it would be these maybe. No cover. And bright but faded at the same time. Okay, let's stack. And yes, these should be slightly slanted, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just stack them straight, like a bazillion National Geographic magazines, all in a row. Oh yeah. I mean, how often did they come out? Like once a month? Or twice a year? What? That looks good. And I think there is a different book there. There's a couple actually. So let's see. That looks like it might. Ooh, I did it again. Damn it. And no. Big, that's a magazine. How big is that? That's tiny. That's okay. And how about a gardening book? Well, that's appropriate. And then there's a family portrait. And on the other side, I'm thinking of putting, we've got these. But we've got that one, which is quite cute. And then this one, which I think if we do it in the wood, would be just blend into the scenery. Now I do have, I showed you we have got the wedding photos, so I want to put it in a little frame. It is a round frame and you can't make that frame bigger or smaller, which is painful. We're going to have to do it in this one. And I got two photos, but that one is too wide, so we'll go with this one again. It's a little big, but it's not bad. Okay, and then I've got to fill this with stuff, and there's a huge amount of stuff, and these books are all over angle wise, so I'm not going to do it now. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do that. But funny story, there's a vertical horizontal blind here, a Venetian blind at this window. So we can, because we've got the curtains, we can just do the thing. This might be a little chunky for this window. I'm going to go with plastic. I'm going to go with a matte plastic, and it's brown. Why is everything brown in this office? So let's do this. We did this the other week, the other weekend. So why the heck not do it again? And the nice thing about having it with the curtains is you literally can just tuck it behind them. How awesome is that? So we just need one more. Come on, just one more. Vertical blind. And if we wanted to put the strips down, we can do that. And use these. This won't flip, so you're going to have to do it. Like that. We leave that up because then when we resize it, we can actually appeal it. And then we can move it down. Number one. Okay, vertical blind. Well, it's like the lazy person's vertical blind. Let me push that up neatly, shallow. Better. So, vertical blinds here that I am not happy with. Bring it out, and then it's even. There we go. We've got that, we've got that, we've got the sofa, we've got lots of shelves. You need a carpet for the floor. Now I have no idea what's on the floor in this place, but I feel that we should have a carpet on the floor. And I'm not sure what carpet we should have. I'm tempted to put fish on the floor, but you know, let's not do that. Should we put budgies on it? Can we make the budgies smaller? I haven't got many bird type things, so maybe we should. I don't know, am I being ridiculous? It's possible. But if you were a bird person, I think you would want to have birds on your carpet. Okay, what can I say? Alright, so I've got a bit of homework to do. Oh, and surprise! I enlarged the bathroom a little bit. Still can't get bath in the middle of the room because this is too narrow here. But it does look a little bit better. Oh, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Can I... how painful is that? Let's take it off the light switch, shall we? I cannot actually see because my headlight's on. Flashlight, headlight, you know what I mean. Alright, so bottom line of this is I expanded a little bit. I put the, whoopsie, I put the stairs inside the bathroom instead of outside the bathroom. And I think it looks better. What do you say? And just sort of neaten this up a little bit. And I know I'm bouncing all over the house. I've got to the overwhelmed stage, but that shall pass. We're gonna spend some time in this area. We're going to have the reception, the waiting room, the office, and downstairs in the basement. Oh yes, downstairs in the basement. We installed. Yes, I'm going around because we have fake stairs in the basement. First of all, this leg of the stair, the workbench was short. Thanks, Stephen, for telling me it was floating. Only after I'd fixed it, I had the idea I should just stick a book underneath it because there's books everywhere in this house. But no, I actually fixed it. And if you look carefully behind this shelf, there's a door. And that's into the other part of the netherworld that we will be designing and decorating. It's probably going to be all those wonky passages because I think the offices will be upstairs because it'll be easier to get into them. Whereas here we actually are going to have to move the shelf to get in here. But again, nice big open space, lots of space to do stuff, spooky stuff, weird stuff. And I did that one when I was throwing rubbish and junk and clutter on all these shelves here. So But guys, I'm going to leave it here. I think that was a general overview of where we are now. With the roof on. With the roof on the tower. But it looks good from a distance, but not so good close up. So we're not going close up. I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got this far, please consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.